like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, 8, read. 59. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Edmonds, the ball carrier.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, orbit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Hey, defense. Now.
2nd and 9 now. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
You can't block me. Hey, exit. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the out. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, Haywood. Let's get off the field, D. Look at me. Door.
They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down. McGrath. This is caught. It's Cooks. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit them on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. McGrath. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. It's complete to Snead. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Lucky. Get it.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw to Thompson on the screen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
Ready to go.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, switch X3. 218, chopper. Safety creep. Hit it.
Now Johnson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You run.
SOS.
80 weapons.
SOS.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
22 jet bomber. Clear. Go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56. Watch it slap.
They'll drop the throw. And Woods has it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down, Bengals.
Ready, ready. 56. Check, 56. Good track, good track. Hustle, hustle. 56, Mike, 56.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, tight end. Smooth. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 57. Mike.
And Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC, 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
He's checking crack.
Go. Get it.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Trips over here. That's overload. Watch 88. Watch.
Go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 30, 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
You're not ready.
Greystone, travel. Hey, high 7.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Let's make these babies
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
65.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
59.
I'm on. Check 50. Check 50.
Protein spill.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come off the ball, hard. Out, 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 out.
Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
58, Mike. Man, I got you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
2nd and 11. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Now back to throw. And an alley to run.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Here's Hill on the return. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go! 90 Wolf!
They're running it.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the pass.
Second and 9 now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
Come on,
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
You think you gonna get this?
Bravo!
You think you gonna get this? Check, 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 check. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". You got nothing today.
Five!
He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Going deep downfield for... And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Get him, get him, get him.
Ready?
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Bengals' 41-yard line.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You draw corkers. Big ripper.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You're out.
Defense, let's go. Switch.
Sit up. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jakeem Grant, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Back to throw here. Open man is Uzama. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Rock it. No. Look at me, zipper. Leo. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
38, Bengals 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his running back, Nixon. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, Sam off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.